Good morning, everybody. This is Van Hargis with Van Hargis Horsemanship. And of course, this little segment we call the Ranch Road. Appreciate you guys joining me this morning on our trip over to the ranch. Um, recently we did a clinic in San Antonio, Texas at the Brave Horse Center there with Miss Ann Van Dyke. And we had several participants there as well. And very much appreciate them showing up and being a part of our horsemanship clinic. And of course, like most of my horsemanship clinics, regardless of what the topic is, we're going to spend a tremendous amount of time with basics. In other words, I tell everybody all the time, to me, there's nothing beyond the basics. I think the basics are grossly overlooked. People get too eager, too anxious to start doing things way too fast and get in a hurry, and they go beyond what their capability is and what the horse's capability is. And then therein lies a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, and then before long a lot of frustration, because the horse gets frustrated because they want to please you, you want them to please you, and you don't know how to get what you want to achieve. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is just to do the basic stuff. Just slow down, make things simple. Make things simple for you. Make things simple for your horse. And in fact, whenever I think of making things simple, I'm gonna share with you several times over the years. I've had questions from my clients when they come out to watch me train their horses, and they're watching and they're observing what I'm doing. What they see a lot is I'll ask the horse to do something. In some cases, I'll ask the horse to do something that might be new to the horse. I might ask the horse to do something that's a little bit physically or maybe psychologically or emotionally challenging for the horse. In other words, some sort of stress, either physical stress or mental stress. And I honestly believe that managed stress and done correctly is really good. That's how we learn really well. And of course, that's how the horses learn. They learn what they need to do to avoid those stressful situations, whether it be physical or emotional. Well, anyway, whenever I ask a horse to do something that I know might be stressful one way or the other, I oftentimes follow that up with a tremendous amount of maybe downtime, where I just want the horse to stop and rest and soak that moment in. Just give them a chance to think about it. And what I almost always look for is not only for the horses to relax their lower jaw and relax there a little bit, but also wait. And I wait for them to take that big, deep sigh. And when they do, almost rub them. I just try to rub them, let them know I really appreciate that moment, that very specific moment right there. And so many times at that point in time, my clients will ask, "Oh, so what are you doing? I mean, I come here to watch you ride my horse, and you ride for a few minutes and you rest for several minutes." Well, I'm not just resting the horse, but I'm giving that horse a moment to be still. I'm giving that horse a moment to reflect back on what just happened and what all just occurred, okay? And then to go back and seek out that peace. Well, so many times I find that God does the exact same thing for us. In fact, several places in the Bible it mentions for us to be still. And some passages will reflect for us or ask us to be still so that we can reflect on His work and what He has done. Other times it will ask us to be still so that we can calm ourselves, so that we don't get wrapped up in all the stresses and all the things that are going on around us and in the world. So you see, to me, being still and having that opportunity to relax for a moment, or relax physically or relax mentally, it gives us a chance to soak in that moment. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is for you to do it with your horses. Now, at the same time, I'm not saying babysit your horses either. By golly, put them through some work. Ask them to do something for you. Challenge yourself and challenge your horse. But at the same time, the minute that you've achieved something and this horse has done something really good, or that if the timing is right, if you've done something really good, stop. Be still. Give your horse a chance to relax that lower jaw. Take in that deep breath and soak it up. Okay? Appreciate you guys joining me today as always. Thank you for joining me here on the Ranch Road. I'm here. Got to get out and get this gate open so we can get up there and get those horses rode. Appreciate you guys joining me. And until next time, this is Van Hargis with Van Hargis Horsemanship.